Oh, what's up, you guys? Today was a painful day for me, at least with NIO. I don't even know what to say about this stock anymore. I feel like every single time we get headed in the positive direction, we find a high above, somewhere above, let's say $37, and the next thing you know, we get above $37. Then everyone's like, wait, what are we doing? Let's put this back at 35, because the swing today that we had within the stock was just, makes me scratch my head. But how's it going, guys? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to capture my thoughts because I'm looking at this chart here. Like, it's utterly ridiculous. On the intraday, like the one day chart, just taking a look at this, the fact this almost looks like a little bit of a cup and handle kind of thing. I might be seeing this, but who knows? But if you guys can, do me a huge favor. Before we dive into this technical analysis, drop a like on this video, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell. Those three things really help me out with the YouTube algorithm and help this video get seen by more people. So absolutely appreciate all the support that you guys have given me so far, and thank you guys so much. But let's go ahead and dive on in here to the technical analysis of NIO. So really, the huge thing was we actually had a rip off of the bell this morning, which was really nice. Personally, my position with NIO, I have several, I think I'm sitting at around like 50 shares. I have several options contracts for this Friday and then also longer term kind of thing. So I definitely saw the opportunity today. Like, I was really happy. I was sitting there at my desk going like, yeah. And then I saw it top and I was like, no, don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. And then it did it to me. And we hit our low of 35.36. To be perfectly honest, guys, as soon as we broke the support here at 35.92, I was like, this stock is headed for $34 again. Just son of a, it's going to hit for $34. And I'm sitting here going like, I got all these calls and they're going to go red because this stock is going to touch $34 again. Well, it didn't touch $34. So let's take a deep breath and a sigh of relief, because it didn't. The huge thing, the highlight here too, is on the RSI, we pretty much were oversold when we were going down this rip. We did have a nice little pop here, but we were pretty darn oversold most of the time. Now, to take a look at it, we were running here into the day, and then we dropped. And we had a really overextended MACD here in the beginning of the day, but we calmed it out for the rest of the day, which is a good thing. We did have a nice period of consolidation here during the end of the day. We did touch over. Did we touch oversold? We didn't touch oversold. So we didn't, it's sitting here at 31.24, so almost. But we did have a nice period of consolidation here at the end of the day, which is really nice. And then we have a nice pop here in the after hours. We're actually trading at 37.10 in the after hours, and we closed at 36.78, which is a positive thing for NIO. Now keep in mind, not to give you guys PTSD, we had a nice gap up here this morning, and then we ran, and then we sold off. NIO gives me like just headaches because I'm just sitting here going like, what is this stock doing? It just needs to pick a direction and stick with it. But if we hop out here to the 5-day time frame and take a look at NIO and take a look at Tuesday, the huge thing that I want to highlight is on Friday, we touched 34.06. The fact that we didn't touch $34 today is a good sign. So I'm kind of hoping that I can draw a trend line in here tomorrow from this low and the lows that we had today and the lows that we had tomorrow, and we're going to be making higher lows, which is going to be a good sign for the stock, because we'll have a nice trend reversal. I can't draw a trend line right now because currently on Thursday, we actually had a higher low than we did on Friday. So just keep that in mind. The other thing that I really want to highlight too is on this time frame, if we take a look at the huge times that we really dipped down in $34, we are extremely oversold here. We're sitting at 11 on the RSI. And then we're sitting at, let's see, 6 here? Yeah. No, 8.18. And we're really overextended here on the MACD too. That's the other thing to keep in mind, is these moves have been really overextended, which is driving implied volatility up, which is making options contracts a little bit more expensive. But the huge thing to take a look at here is we are sitting above our support here, essentially at I'm going to call it $37, which is a good thing. And it seems like when NIO gets above $37, it likes to go up to $40. Now, may I be optimistically thinking that I'm because I have a position and I'm slightly biased, possibly. But in order for us to really break down below this 36.94 support, it's going to take a lot, because it has been a support that we did test a lot here during the morning. We did test here during the day, and we actually reclaimed here in the after hours. And we're comfortably trading above it, kind of thing. So I'm hoping that NIO is ready to take a nice rip up to either $40 or $38, or at least have an upwards direction day, because I just feel like the stock has been beat down so much. And like, I'm tired of seeing it beat down, and personally, I'm running out of just ammo to throw at this stock, because I've been buying the dip and I'm running out, and I need it to just go up so my position turns green, kind of thing, and I'm good. Like, my dollar cost average is sitting at $37, so I'm not far away, but I'm still in the red, and it's bugging my OCD, kind of thing. But also keep in mind that Auto Shanghai is going on. There's news events and all that kind of stuff. So we may get press releases that might help drive the price of NIO this week too. So keep that in mind too. And then taking a look here at the RSI is sitting at 49.10. When we take a look here at the MACD technically in after hours says we do have a bearish signal, because we have the signal crossing over the MACD, but headed in the close, we are actually sitting also at a bearish signal, which isn't the best thing. So I don't know what to say. I don't want to say that. I really want to say that we're going to go up, but guys, if the MACD is saying this, and if I know the pattern of the stock, we might be going down tomorrow, and I don't want to say that because it hurts me so much. But we have to take a look at the technical analysis and take both sides of this, kind of thing. But looking at the month chart, the huge thing that I did is I drew out these two trend lines. And the good thing is we're actually trading within the trend line, which is a good thing. We're not trading within the bottom of the trend line, which would be a bad sign. We're actually trading in the middle of it, and we're kind of headed towards the top end of it, which would be a nice thing to see, because NIO definitely needs to get out of this bullish flag and have a breakout of some kind. I feel like this stock is overdue for a breakout, kind of thing. If we take a look at the RSI, just real quickly, we're sitting at 60. So we're sitting pretty much between neutral and overbought, kind of thing. So we hopefully can do some consolidation at some point tomorrow to deflate the RSI and to kind of calm it back down a little bit. But to take a look at the MACD down here, we are sitting in a bullish trend. So on the micro perspective, we're looking bearish, but on the macro perspective, we're looking bullish. So we got conflicting views here. The next thing that I would be looking at personally is the 30-day MA and the 120-day moving average. So the 30-day moving average is actually hooking upwards, which is good. And the 120-day moving average is actually flattening out, which is a good sign of hopefully that it's looking for some consolidation. The next thing that I really want to highlight is we're sitting here on the hour chart, and I want to take a look at the candles. So this morning we kind of had a doji, and we had two dojis followed by two hammer candles and then a doji candle. Now hammer candles are essentially where the top of it is filled, but the bottom of it kind of looks like a handle. And the huge thing that indicates is that it has a high buying pressure. It has very strong buying pressure or weak selling pressure, kind of thing. And that's what these two candles really indicate here. A doji candle kind of indicates an indecision, that it could diverge either to the upside or to the downside. That's what I look at doji candles as. But the other thing is to take a look at here is each time that we closed these green candles, we had the sticks on the upside, which does indicate also strong, like I don't want to say strong buying pressure, but it also indicates that there's a strong selling pressure. So when the stock did start moving up, people were trying to push it down, kind of thing. So we got to keep that in mind with these candles, because that's the reason why there's handles on the top of them. If they were closing on the top, let's see if I can actually find one. Like this candle, if we were filled here all the way through, that's a good candle that shows that we have strong buying pressure. But when you have these indecision candles, or these essentially inverse hammer candles, or some people like to call them shooting star candles, what it indicates is that there's weak buying pressure at that point, kind of thing. And there's a strong selling presence. So when we can say here, people were buying the dip, and we had an indecision here, and then people continued buying, but then people started selling, saying like, no. Could it have been short interest, short people establishing a short position within the stock? Possibly, kind of thing. I don't really know. But if we want to, I can pull up NIO here within Ortex. We can take a look at the short interest and see if it actually popped up more in the day. So, wow. That's actually a lot. I was not expecting that. So the short interest change actually jumped 4.45% today. Wow. Okay. So there was 2.88 million shares that were borrowed, and then there was 369, almost 370 of them returned, and then the borrowed change was 2.51 million. So there's a lot of outstanding short interest. And our current short interest is sitting at 82.41 million. Jeez. And the last report short interest on the exchange was 65.41. Oh boy. Oh boy. And our utilization, whoop, I hit a button. Our utilization has also gone up, and our cost to borrow is still the same. Okay. Days to cover has gone up too. Shares on loan. Wow. 56.51 million shares on loan. And our percentage of free float is going up. So when I click on this yellow line, yeah, wow, it is going up. It hasn't been as high as it was, but the fact that we're sitting at 6.21%, wow. So there definitely was some shorting done within NIO today, which I don't want to point the finger at it, but if we take a look at the 1 day, I think that's what this is. This was a short wave that just shorted it so people could buy it at a cheaper price and continue buying the stock. So a lot of the theory on Reddit and on Twitter that I see, and I don't want to confirm or like hype this up or anything like that, but apparently a lot of people have been essentially letting the price rip and then shorting it and then establishing a long position to offset their short position kind of thing. So if that is a thing that's being done, that's not the best way to cover that short position, and that's not really the best tactic either to use, but apparently it is the thing that's being done. So, but wow, I just need to take a moment to process this. Jeez. Okay, all right, guys. NIO is apparently a shorted stock. It's not a heavily shorted stock, but it is definitely a shorted stock after today. I'm gonna do a video on NIO tomorrow because I'm honestly curious to see if this 4.45%, if we're positive or if we're negative on our short interest change tomorrow and what our price action looks like moving forward. But I mean, the fact that this is, wow, okay. All right, guys. But sorry, I'm a little bit surprised for words, but a little bit not surprised for word, lack of words kind of thing. But if you guys liked the video, do me a favor, drop a like on the video, hit that subscribe button, make sure that you ring that bell too. Those 3 things really help me out with the algorithm. And then also, if you do like this platform that I am using here, this charting software, it is called Webull. It is a completely free platform, and you do get 2 free stocks when you join Webull. One when you sign up and your account's approved, and then another when you deposit $100 on the platform. The other huge thing is Webull is currently beta testing Doge, so I think hopefully we will see within the next couple of weeks that we are able to trade Doge with Webull, which would be really cool, especially with the hype behind Doge right now. But that's what I got for you guys today concerning NIO. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.